Have you ever wondered if success truly requires being loud and showing off? The story of the minister in the royal court and his son will give us the answer. In a society that often glorifies great achievements, loud triumphs, and public recognition, we sometimes forget something very important. True success comes from simple things, from sustainable choices and patience, without needing to boast or show off to anyone. The minister in this story is not only a smart person, but also one of the most influential figures in the royal court. Every decision made by the king must be consulted with him, and because of this, he is greatly respected and trusted. But as usual, this prominence attracts envy from others in the court. They look at him, observe his intelligence and talents, and begin to wonder, can they achieve something similar? Instead of learning from him, these people start looking for ways to criticize. However, one day, the king made the minister think deeply when he said that his son was a very foolish person. The king didn't just think then, but also openly criticized the son for always giving the wrong answer when asked about the value of gold and silver. This was the tipping point that forced the minister to face this criticism and find out why his son acted this way. When the minister returned home, he asked his son about the strange answers he kept giving. The son explained that every morning the king would give him 2 coins, one gold and one silver, and ask him which was more valuable. And every time he would choose the silver coin. He explained that if he chose the gold coin, the king would stop giving him money and he would lose a stable income every day. The minister's son understood that choosing the silver coin wasn't because he thought it was more valuable than gold, but because continuing to receive the silver coin every day was more important than showing off once with the gold coin. Now think about it for a moment. What would you do if you were in the son's position? We often get caught up in the race for success, in the competition to prove ourselves. But in this story, the minister's son wasn't concerned with any of that. He didn't try to please anyone or prove that he was better than anyone else. Instead, he focused on finding the choice that would bring long-term, sustainable benefits. And in that simple act, he demonstrated a strategy so wise that only those who truly understand the value of time and stability can appreciate it. The minister, after understanding the reasoning behind his son's decisions, felt incredibly proud. He realized that although others may mock his son for not choosing the gold coin, it was his son who truly had foresight, knowing that stability and patience are crucial elements in achieving lasting success. He wasn't greedy or chasing after short-term victories. He wisely chose a quieter path, one filled with stability. And when we look at examples in society, we see that those who are truly successful don't need to show off. Like Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors in the world, he never flaunts his wealth. Despite being one of the richest people in the world, Buffett lives a simple life, focusing on investing in companies with long-term value rather than chasing short-term profits. He is always patient and doesn't let wastefulness or the desire to show off cloud his judgment. Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, is another example of silent success. Even though he created remarkable products like the iPhone and MacBook, Jobs never made a big deal about his success. He focused on the work, on making his products the best they could be, and let the products themselves speak for their value. Thanks to his perseverance, humility, and patience, Apple became one of the most valuable companies in the world. So what can this story teach us? It teaches us how to be humble and patient, and that we don't need to show off our success. The minister's son may have been called foolish, but he was, in fact, the wisest of them all. He knew that sometimes small, sustainable successes matter far more than big victories that aren't guaranteed. We can learn a great deal from this story. Success doesn't always come from big triumphs. Sometimes it comes from simple, sustainable decisions. This story serves as a reminder that if you make smart and patient choices, you'll achieve success without needing to prove that you're the best. And remember, if you chase after flashy things, you may miss out on the steady opportunities life offers. True success, just like in this story, isn't something you can show off or prove immediately. Success comes from doing what you know is right, sticking to your decisions, and not letting others' judgments distract you. Look at people like Warren Buffett and Steve Jobs, who built immense success without ever showing off. They've shown us that humility and patience are the paths to sustainable success. Always remember that humility is not weakness, it is inner strength. True success comes from stability, patience, and a deep understanding of the value of the choices you make in life.